Who is going to feel stressed now? Either way, the stress is over. So, stress is good. We need to have stress, but so, the key to change in beliefs about yourself is RAV, right? Why do you want to change beliefs? Why do you want to change beliefs? Because if we want to change our behavior, we have to change our beliefs. So, you tell a child, you have to study, you have to study, you have to study, you have to study. Get better marks, get better marks, get better marks. But the child's belief is, I'm not clever. I can't pass. I can't pass. I can't pass. As long as the child has that belief that I'm not clever, I can pass, however much he studies, he won't pass, no? Why do you want to change beliefs? Because by changing beliefs, we can change our behavior. So, there is a formula called RAV, which we are going to use to get into the subconscious and change your beliefs. R stands for relaxation, A stands for affirmation, B stands for visualization. By the way, this is probably one of the most important things that I ever learned in my life. Have you heard of the law of attraction? Akarshana Nitiya, right? Relaxation, affirmation, visualization. And actually every religion also says this in different ways. So first of all, we need to be relaxed. Have you ever been like this? So that is not relaxation, that is called what? Stress. Opposite of relaxation, right? So who causes your stress? Boss? Who says boss causes my stress? Who causes your stress? Very good. You cause your stress, right? Who causes your stress? You. That's good news. Why is that good news, Tarinder? You can avoid it. Good. If you are the one causing, you can change it. If your stress is caused by your boss, you can't change no other than killing your boss. So why do we need stress? Imagine a situation like this, right? So you all have gone for a party. You go for parties, no? Right? And now it's a really good party, company party, right? You had a lot of fun. Amila, parties, no? Go for parties, right? Amila Gila has gone for the party and only drunk soda, right? Very good boy, right? Soda vidrak bila, then Pandara dekata then gather now. 2 o'clock in the morning, you are dropped close to your house. And you have to now get down from the vehicle and tava meter desyak pitra everything to your house. You have to walk about 200 meters to your house, which is far away, right? As you are walking, you hear somebody coming behind you. And Pandara dekai, you hear somebody walking behind you. And now that one light also goes off. Then Kalwarai, Kaurati Pirasena, right? Common stress. Who is going to feel stressed now? Raise your hand. Are you going to feel stressed? And then you you turn around and see, and it's him. Now, in a situation like this, should you have stress? You should. Because if you don't have stress, this fellow will kill you. So now, because your stress system gets activated, right? You see him, taggala handbag gatta gawa, and you, right? So hit him with the handbag and you run away. So what is happening? Your stress is giving you the energy for flight or fight, right? It's called the flight or fight response. As soon as you see him, your body gets prepared for what is called the flight or fight response. Flight is to run away, fight is to hit him and then run away. So as soon as you see this, even before you see him, right, you hear the steps come in, your body says danger, 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 danger. And Taggala, what happens? Your brain immediately sends a signal to a part of your brain called the amygdala, right? Your brain gets activated, and amygdala is a part of your brain that controls your emotions, controls your stress. That gets activated, immediately sends a signal to the heart saying, heart, we have a problem. We have to work as a team. Can you start beating faster? Have you noticed when you're under stress, heart rate, right? Aye, because you're going to want in more muscles, more blood to your arms and legs. Aye, why do you want more blood in your arms and legs? To run away. To hit the guy and run away. Right? So, if more blood is moving to your arms and legs, where does blood get reduced from? blood ප්‍රමාණය වැඩි වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ ඇඟේ. So වැඩිපුර අත් දෙකටයි කකුල් දෙකට යනවා කොහෙන්ද යන්නේ? Where does it go from? From your brain, from your stomach, from your key organs. It's moving to your arms and legs. That is why when you're under stress, if you asked a very difficult question, you don't know the answer. Because all your body is trying to do is for you to run away. So what happens is the brain activates the amygdala plus your adrenaline glands. That's why you get this excitement feeling, right? With the adrenaline is also increased something called cortisol, which is your stress hormone. And as soon as cortisol goes up, there's another part of the brain called the hippocampus, which is used for memory storage and memory retrieval. Hippocampus gets deactivated. So, do we need stress? Do we need stress? Yes. Why? To escape an actual life or death situation like this. But these situations are rare, isn't it? Now, after you meet this guy, what happens? Your stress goes up. How long does this stress last? Short time. Either by the time now you run away from the guy, then the stress comes down. Or if you can't run away and the guy kills you, is your stress over? Yes. Either way, the stress is over. Correct? No? Either way, stress is over, right? But what happens in work? You come to work, your stress goes up and your stress remains up. Davasama stress. Then you get a prashna. Because what happens? You can't do maintenance on your body. That's why you get gastritis. Right? Body can't function properly because stress is. So, stress is good. We need to have stress, but momentary. Goes up, comes down again. Right? So, why do we have this stress mechanism? So, stress is necessary. Why do you have this? Because we were living in the jungle, right? If a lion is chasing us, we better get stressed to run away from the lion. So why do we get scared with public speaking? Why do we get scared if the boss is coming to us? Why do we get scared if the target is suddenly increased? Why? Because it's all about panic. Yeah? Let's say you meet that guy in the night, will you panic, Kalani? Yes, you are going to get panic, right? As soon as you say, I'm scared, your body says, don't worry, Kalani, I will save you, and it activates the stress response. Same way, as soon as you see the audience, you come to speak and you say, audience! And you get scared and you start panicking, your brain says, don't worry, I will save you. And what happens? It activates the stress response. So now you come in from the audience and you get scared, your brain says, amygdala gets activated and says, right, mang le denna. Duan. Then you don't want to run away, you have to speak, no? So what causes our stress? It's what is called the perception or belief that we have. What do we think about a particular situation? That's the perception. Let's say mama Amilage target එක වැඩි කරොත්. Let's say Amila is doing 20 million target. මම කියනවා Amila එනවාසේ ඉඳන් ඔයාට විතරක්. මම ඔයාගේ target එක වැඩි කරනවා 30 million වලට. අනිත් අයට කරන්නේ ඔයාට විතරයි. දැන් stress තියෙයිද නැද්ද? තියෙයි. දැන් Amila හිතුවොත් අපෝ මට බෑ. සංජීව මගේ ටාගට් එක වැඩි කරන්නේ මාව අයින් කරලා දාන්න. මම අනිවාර්යෙන් අසාර්ථක කරවන්න තමයි මේ ටාගට් එක වැඩි කරන්නේ. right? මට මේක කරන්න බෑ. right? මේක මම ෆේල් වෙයි අසාර්ථක වෙයි ඊට පස්සේ මම සංජීව මාව අස් කරලා දායි. ඒකයි මේ ටාගට් එක වැඩි කරේ කියලා. මොකද වෙන්නේ? ස්ට්‍රෙස් එක වැඩි වෙනවා ඕගාලා. So මොකද මෙතන උනේ? අමිල ටාගට් එක දිහා බලන විදිය. I will understand the difference. අමිල හිතුවොත් සංජීව කිව්වා මට විතරයි මේ ටාගට් එක වැඩි කරේ. ඒ කියන්නේ සංජීව හිතනවා මම අනිත් අයට වඩා හොඳයි කියලා. සංජීව හිතනවා මට විතරයි මේක කරන්න පුළුවන් කියලා. මං කලර්ස් පෙන්නන්න. මං ගන්න. මං පෙන්නන්න. මට පුළුවන්. එහෙම හිතුවොත් ස්ට්‍රෙස් එක වැඩි වෙයිද? ස්ට්‍රෙස් එක වැඩි වෙයිද? නෑ. right? එක්සයිට්මන්ට් එක වැඩි වෙයිද? මං මේ කන්න right. yes. actually ස්ට්‍රෙස් එක වැඩි වෙයි. there are two types of stress, right? Something called eustress and there's something called distress. I can do this. Wow, only I'm being given this opportunity. I'm going to somehow do it. He's going to get what is called eustress, good stress. Right? If Amila thinks, Ayyo, Sanjeev is giving this to me because he wants me to fail, then he's going to get distress, which is the stress is going to take him down. So what's the difference between eustress and distress? The way we are looking at the situation. Api yamak diya balana vidiya. The way we are looking, not the situation, the way we are looking at the situation. Are you understanding? The way we are looking at the situation. It's not the situation. Let me explain this through a model and a small story. Let's say you're walking down a road and you see this dog. Does it look like a friendly dog? No. Right? So sensation is, I see the dog. Sensation kyanne mang ballawa dakino. As soon as I see the dog, which is I get the sensation of sight, I see the dog, my perception is, what am I going to think about the dog? Perception kyanne mama balla gana hitanne mokadda. Right? So my perception is, dogs don't like me. I might get bitten. Now what is my reaction going to be? I'm going to get scared, right? What's my action going to be? And I'm going to run away. So what led me to this reaction? My perception. Not the dog. My perception led me to this reaction. I'm ballata baya une. Balla gana hitane da inda. I'm dan duwanna danne. Balla mama hapai kiyala hitane inda. Right? So what is causing my reaction to the dog? The way I'm thinking about the dog. What if I change that? Can I avoid seeing the dog? Can I avoid seeing the dog? If the dog is there, I see the dog, right? So I can't avoid seeing the dog. I see the dog. My perception, instead of thinking dogs don't like me, I may get bitten, I can choose to think of the dog in a different way, right? I can choose to think, dog! Dog is man's best friend. Anyway, there is a saying like that, right? Dog is man's best friend. Correct? So now I can think, that's a dog. I'm a man. Therefore, dog should be my friend. If it's a friend, should I get scared? No. So I change the way I look at the dog. Now what is my reaction? I'm happy to see the dog. Dog! Right? And what's my action now? I walk towards the dog confidently. Are you understanding? So what changes? I have to change my perception, which is I have to change the way I'm thinking about the situation. Very important, right? So this is called my SPRA model. Sensation, perception, reaction, action. You can't change sensation. You can't change the fact that boss is going to come and increase your target. You can't change the fact that the economy goes down. You can't change the fact that suddenly there's a petrol crisis. You can't change the fact that somebody got sick in the family. Right? What you can change is the way you look at that. So first is we have to have relaxation. Why do we want to be relaxed? Because if we are not relaxed, we cannot access the subconscious mind. That is the main reason we want to be relaxed. Why are we stressed out? It's because of thoughts we are getting from the conscious mind. Where are your beliefs? Your beliefs are in the subconscious mind. So, if you are stressed, you cannot access this. So, that's why we want to be relaxed, to access the subconscious mind. Alright? So, first stage is R, relaxation. Stage 2 is A, affirmation. Affirmation is basically, what are you saying to yourself? Okay? So, let's do some affirmations. Right? I want you to write a sentence. What is your current belief about yourself as a communicator? If it's the belief like this, I can't find the correct words to say, which is Lalin's belief, that's not a good belief. If it's like Gayan's belief, it says, I feel that the audience might laugh at me, right? That's not a good belief. I believe I am scared that the audience may laugh. ඒක හොඳ විශ්වාසයක්ද? නෑ. So write the belief that you have in your mother tongue. Why am I saying mother tongue? Because that's the language that you're thinking in. That's the language that you're feeling in. Therefore, your subconscious is going to be more receptive to the words you use in Sinhala or Tamil or English if that's the mother tongue. That doesn't matter, right? Language doesn't matter. What matters is what is the language which your subconscious will understand. It's not because your subconscious understands words. Subconscious understands the emotions that you attach to the words. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and convert it to a positive affirmation. The make තමයි limiting belief එක. What you wrote is what is called the limiting belief, the belief that is holding me back. Are you all understanding? Right? So you can see all these people are actually saying positive affirmations while they are playing their sport. They are talking to themselves. Yes, I can do this. Yes, next point I'm going to get it. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Have you seen people walking up and down? Right? They are not bad. They are giving themselves a message. You can see all these are famous sportsmen. They are all talking to themselves. Yes, emotion is the key. Now, when we are saying the affirmation to yourself, it's what is the emotion that you are having when you're saying it. For example, if my affirmation is, my positive statement to myself is, I'm really good at communicating, my audience loves me when I speak. Let's say that's a statement. If I say it like this, I'm really good at communicating, my audience loves me when I speak. I'm really good at communicating, my audience loves me when I speak. My audience really loves me when I speak. What's the emotion I'm using? Sad, right? So, what's going to go into a subconscious mind is, this is not a good thing. Because the emotion is wrong. So if I say, I'm a really great communicator because my audience loves me when I speak. Now that's the emotion. Subconscious thinks, this is great. This is great. Because your subconscious doesn't understand words. It understands emotions. අපේ යටිහිතට වචන තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. තේරෙන්නේ හැඟීම. ඒකයි. මේවා කියනකොට හැඟීමක් ඇතුව කියන්න ඕනේ. හැඟීම නැතුව කිව්වොත් කිසි මේ දෙයක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. වැරදි හැඟීම එක්ක කිව්වොත් එතනත් මෙලෝ දෙයක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ, right? Right? You have to say the affirmation with the correct emotion. So let me tell you a story first. So this is a true story written to me by a person after this person had failed their CIMA exam 4 times. Imagine failing 4 times. This person came actually to learn something else, learn speed reading, and then I taught them speed reading also. Then this person sent me this email. I haven't changed any words, I haven't changed any grammar, I haven't changed any spelling. So, right? So, what does this person say? I sat for the CIMA case study final exam on 31st August, soon after your program is over on the 24th, and I got my results yesterday as pass for an exam that I came down 4 times, having passed all top lecturers for this subject. So, he's saying, I went to all the best lecturers, I still failed 4 times. Affirmation gave me a lot of positive thinking and achieve it finally. However, I got the confidence as soon as I was leaving your final class. I read the exam paper in 10 minutes, otherwise normally took 25 to 30 minutes. So, minutes earlier, and that alone gave me the passing mark. So, that's the speed reading helped him there. But, it's the affirmation. Affirmation gave me the positive thinking. Okay, so emotion is the key to activate the subconscious. Without the emotion, nothing is going to happen. So, these are some sample affirmations. Right? I want to learn, my mind is open, I'm glad to be alive. Every day, in every way, I keep getting better and better. I think that's an awesome one, right? There is a great affirmation that I say to myself every day. Right? I'll tell you if you like. I am whole, strong, perfect, powerful, harmonious, kind, happy, and wealthy. I am whole, strong, harmonious, I'm whole, strong, perfect, powerful, harmonious, kind, happy, and wealthy. It covers everything. But you have to say it with emotion. Emotion is the key. Right. So when you're writing an affirmation, like when you're making a cake, you have to make sure that we have the right ingredients. Right? Can you make a cake without eggs? Can you make without butter? No, right? You need to have that, right? So your affirmation needs to be personal, it needs to be positive, it needs to be in the present tense, it needs to be something you should be able to see in your mind. Mavala dakinna puluwan deyak wenna puluwan, right? And it should have an emotion connected, right? So for example, I am really happy that I always think carefully and listen patiently before I give feedback. If that's the affirmation, right, it has E. I am really happy, emotion. That I, that's personal. So you have to always use the word I. Natham mama kiyala vatane deyendone. Mama. Right? Always. That's in the present tense. Always is now. Present tense. Always. Present tense. Think carefully and listen patiently. That's a positive statement. Think carefully and listen patiently. Positive. Before I give feedback. So eka baluwat ingredients pama tiyena. And I can visualize this. I can see this as a picture. Amasha is asking me a question and I'm thinking carefully, right, patiently before I give an answer. So I can see that as a movie, right? You can see Amasha's face, I can see me talking to her, and I can see me answering her question patiently. So then let's convert it to a positive statement. What it is saying, I am scared that the audience may laugh. So we can change that to I am so happy, emotion, that whenever I speak to an audience, they are persuaded by what I say and they love me, for example. Right? I am so happy that when I speak to an audience, they are persuaded by what I say and they love me. Let's see up ingredients path. Is it personal? Yes. I, deparak. Is it in the present tense? I am so happy. Yes, that's also present tense. That when I speak, that's also present tense. They are persuaded. That is also present tense. And they love me. That's also present tense. You can't say something like, I don't want to fail the exam. Right? Subconscious drops the word don't. What happens? Subconscious will drop the word don't. What goes into your mind is, I want to fail the exam. So we can't use negative words, right? So method positive, right? That they are persuaded by what I say and they love me. Positive. Visual. Are you able to see that in your head, guy? You come and talk, people are listening, people are happy, people are clapping, people are asking you great questions. After you finish speaking, people come and say, Gayan, that was wonderful. You can see that in our head like a movie, right? That is visualization. And emotional. I am so happy. What should you feel? Feel I'm really happy when you're saying it. So you can't say, I'm so happy that I feel like this. I'm so happy that the audience loves me. I'm so happy. Do you feel happy? No. So I'm so happy that my audience loves me. I'm so happy. Yeah. Make a lajja vela karanna bෑ. So the good thing is you don't have to do this affirmation in front of an audience. You can do it lying in your bed. You can do this even, just before a presentation, right? So I'll tell you a personal story. I took a choir to Vietnam for a competition. Yeah, it was the Methodist College choir. And just before the competition, one of the main singers came and told me, Sir, I can't sing. I have lost my voice. About half an hour before the competition, she's coming and telling me, Sir, voice is gone. I can't sing the notes. So I took her to the garden and I said, Say this. say this affirmation, right? My voice is going to be fantastic. My voice is fantastic. I'm going to get on the stage and I'm going to sing beautifully. And I walked with her, I got her to say this. Say it, say it, say it, say it. Say it with more emotion. Say it with more, say it with more emotion. Right? And then I went back and I told her, you still continue walking in the garden, say it loud so you hear yourself. In half an hour, she got on stage and she sang. Why? It's all from the subconscious mind, right? A documented case of a person in China with a tumor. And you can see it in the scan, the tumor is there. And there is a group of people standing around this person, and the patient is also saying, tumor is gone, tumor is gone, tumor is gone, tumor is gone, tumor is gone. And they just keep saying this, tumor is gone, tumor is gone, tumor is gone. And the scan suddenly shows the tumor starts vibrating, and the part is gone. It all depends on the belief that you have. Step 3 is called visualization. Visualization. That is what? The new situation you want to feel, the new situation you want to experience, you visualize that. You see that like a movie in your mind. Now, lots of you should find this very easy because you said you love watching movies. The only difference is this movie is not on the television screen. You are closing your eyes and seeing the movie in your mind. Those who see dreams, can you raise your hand? Do you see dreams? Dreams. What is a dream? Movie. But you're living in the movie, right? Have you ever had a dream where you're running? You're running, somebody is chasing you, running. And you get up tired, no? Because in your mind you have been running. Why is that? It's real. But that is, you're actually dreaming, right? So visualization is dreaming, but consciously dreaming. I understand the difference. It's consciously doing the same thing. You're consciously dreaming. You're consciously seeing the dream that you want to have. So let me tell you this story, right? So this guy came to me and said, Sanjeev, I'm in big trouble with my boss. Right? Okay, every day, Sanjeev, my boss is scolding me. So I said, why is he scolding you? He's scolding me because the customer is calling and scolding him. I said, why is the customer scolding your boss? Customer is scolding because customer is saying, I am asking questions from Samira. This guy's name was Samira. And Samira is never giving me the answer. So I asked Samira, what is your job? Samira is the IT project manager. He's managing a software development project. Right? The client is someone in Scandinavia. So I said, why are you not answering the customer? Don't you know the answer? No, I know the answer. I said, why aren't you answering? Because Sanjeev, I get so scared that I start stammering. And I can't tell the answer. By the time I go, customer has already scolded me. What do I do, Sanjeev, right? So I taught him visualization. And then he sent me this email about 2 months after we met, right? He said, Sanjeev, you gave rebirth to my dream, which I abandoned due to various reasons. Hope you remembered my graveness. Graveness is, hope you remember how sad I was, how serious I was, because I was not happy, right? Would like to share another experience I got from your program, visualization. On the third day, you discussed about visualization and we practiced in the class also. Having some negative feeling with my stammering, I was so interested on visualization. Okay, he says, I can remember once I went home, I set the alarm at 2:30 a.m. following morning. I had never set the alarm before, even during my exam time, but I set the alarm at 2:30 because I wanted to practice visualization. Got up to the alarm and did visualization. How I would talk to people without stammering. That was what he has seen in his dream. How I would talk to people without stammering. How I would talk to big people. Actually, I dreamt how I spoke to president who was surrounded with ministers. So he's saying, if I could talk to president without stammering, I can talk to anyone. In his dream, in his visualization, he has seen himself talking to president surrounded by ministers, right? Next day, I was so confident to talk, I got a foreign call and delivered clearly without stammering. Actually, that day I didn't have to take a call. I could have sent an email. But that day I was full of confidence to talk. Right? Now I have more confidence to talk rather than earlier. But the journey is not completed. Right? Every morning I practice it within breakfast, not at 2:30 a.m. in front of mirror and end up with loud voice. I can do it. This gives me more confidence to start the day. True story.